What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome on back to our Pokemon Glazed walkthrough. In the last part, we finished up Victory Road finally, and sort of tied up some loose ends with Michael and that evil Pikachu, who's not so evil anymore. And now we're at the Pokemon League, and we're ready to take on the first two members of the Elite Four. Some quick updates for y'all though. As I said I was going to do, I got my team to level 55, and that means Toothless finally became a Dragonite, who now has Fly. Went ahead and taught him that right away. So that's pretty cool. And I also went back to Mount Stratus, and in one of the upper floors there, you can find a Trade Stone. The reason we didn't get it beforehand is because you needed Rock Climb. But now that I have the Trade Stone, this is how you evolve Rhyperior, and this is how, or evolve right on into Rhyperior. But this is how you evolve a lot of traded mons in this game. Fortunately, I only need one Trade Stone today, or for this series, so don't need to go hunting for any more. But yeah, it's on like the, oh gosh, I don't even know what floor of Mount Stratus, but you'll kind of see like two little rock climbing parts back to back, and it'll be sitting up there. But yeah, now this means that our team is officially fully evolved, which is dope. We got our final two evolutions, and look at Rhyperior, man. I know some people don't really like Rhyperior, but I love it. Maybe that's because I used it on my original Heart Gold team back in like 2011 or 2010, but I don't know, I love it. The other thing to make note of is the healing items. I was not able to get a whole lot, as you can tell. I got like 15 Hyper Potions and I think like a couple more Revives, but that's literally it. I had like 23,000 Pokédollars, which isn't a lot, and you know, it's not like I went crazy with my money in this game, so yeah, but without further ado, we can head on inside to the Elite Four. I'll see if any of these people are around here. I guess I didn't really talk to them last time. Here's the move deleter right here. Pretty convenient to have him at the very end of the game. And yeah, I think that's about it. Now, this lady has some pretty important information that I'll get into in just a second. But make sure you're ready. No one's blocking you from going through these doors. Head on inside, and we can take on the first member. Now, what I want to go ahead and mention is that, unfortunately, yeah, once again, the guide that I've been using, you know, the walkthrough that I've had pulled up with a bunch of information during this series, also lied to me about the levels of the Elite Four. The levels are kind of more so like high 40s. I think the champion gets up to 53. So, technically, I'm over-leveled, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm still expecting a good challenge, especially with our minimal amount of healing items. But anyways, this is the first member, Rosaline, and the one piece of important information you're going to want to know is that these Elite Four members, unlike your typical Pokemon Leagues, don't specialize in a type. They specialize in colors, and Rosaline here is going to specialize in pink Pokemon. So, you know, expect to see some fairy and normal types, couple other types as well. Honestly, it's kind of cool. Their teams are very diverse and stuff, and it's just unique. But anyways, here's a Lickitung level 46. So the levels get progressively higher with each battle. Lickitung is going to have Seismic Toss, Heal Bell, Wish, and Protect. Low-key, just an annoying Pokemon. Reminds you of like a Chansey set or something like that. But down it goes. And now she's going to go into Milotic, who is, what, Water Fairy, I believe, right? I think it's part Fairy, but I do know it has Surf, Ice Beam, Recover, and Hypnosis. So, you know, Recover, Hypnosis, that can be a bit annoying. Its Surf is going to be strong. Other than that, just try to get in here with something super effective, like, you know, Electric or Grass. Thank goodness I've got both of those typings. So yeah, I'm not too worried about this battle, considering she's the lowest member, and, you know, I realized that I over-leveled, but it was kind of too late. Plus, I wanted to see some evolutions. I mean, come on, who didn't want to see, you know, Dragonair evolve into Dragonite? Out comes Slowking, though. Remember, this thing is Water Psychic, knowing Surf, Flamethrower, Calm Mind, and Rest. Yeah, I did not know Slowking can get Flamethrower, or unless, I don't know, Rosaline over here is hacking moves onto her mons. Also, her name reminds me of Rosalina from the Mario games. But yeah, all the Elite Four members, of course, they're going to have full restores. Come on, you knew that. But Slowking is going to go down easy, and then her last two mons are also going to be pretty easy, in my opinion. Maybe I should, you know, knock on a bit of wood. And I think my dog just thought someone's knocking at our door, so now I've, like, woken him up. But yeah, down goes Slowking. They only have a team of 5, no full teams of 6 until the champion battle, I believe. But yeah, here comes Blissey, and we'll go back into Ribby. Blissy's going to be the ace for Rosaline, having Calm Mind, Soft Boil, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. Now, it'll be able to go first, but I think we can take a hit. And, okay, yeah, perfect. Calm Mind. Yeah, hit Blissey physically. This thing has crazy high special defense, but horrible physical defense. So, you know, fighting type moves, as long as it's not a special fighting type move, which there aren't much of, you know, those are going to work best, as you can see, with Revenge. And that's only going to leave Blissy's pre-evolution. Yeah, she also has a Chansey as the final mon out. This thing, very similar to Lickitung, got Wish, Protect, Seismic Toss, and Toxic. And, you know, you can waste my time with Protect, I guess. It can't even Toxic me. So, yeah, Toxicroak was, like, perfect for this fight, honestly. We will knock it out on this turn, and that's going to be Elite Four member number 1 done. Hope you guys are having a good Monday, by the way. And we'll move on to Elite Four member number 2. You can't choose which, you know, order you want to take on the Elite Four members. So you can kind of see it just goes room by room. But the next member is going to specialize in purple Pokemon, so this will be pretty interesting. But yeah, good news is I really want to make sure I take care of these earlier Elite Four members because, again, I don't have a lot of healing items, so I can't afford to be, like, reviving Mons so early on. I do have some Moo Moo Milks, too, that we bought back in Darkwood Town, if you remember. So those are probably going to come in handy. But yeah, only 10 revives is not a whole lot. I've got some full heals, too. Anyways, we are going to start with our newly evolved Rhyperior here. And why does he look kind of orange in the, in like the little sprite right here in the menu? It's more kind of red, I feel like. But anyways, moving on along. This is going to be Magnus, and he looks like, I don't know, is he trying to be Sherlock Holmes or like some kind of, I don't know, he's got a hat on looking a little mysterious. Got a cool looking Drapion right there. I really like how the trainers, or well, what, the gym leaders and the Elite Four members in this game always have their kind of ace sitting next to him. But he'll begin with an Arbok. This thing has Glare, Sludge Bomb, Earthquake, and Iron Tail. So we can do a lot to Rhyperior right here. Wait, why is he level 59? Wait, why is Rhyperior level 59? Okay, did I not notice that earlier? Is that a glitch, or did I accidentally level him up with rare candies? Because I did use some rare candies to level up. And was I just not paying attention, or did the Trade Stone level him up? I swear I didn't get him to 59, but alright, we're rocking with it. Look, either way, Arbok's level 47. Earthquake was going to be a one-shot, let's be honest. The Paralysis kind of sucks, but oh well. I'm really confused. I don't know if the Trade Stone has a secondary effect. Maybe, possibly. Who knows? Let's do an Honor Battle, though, right here. This is going to be Gengar coming out, knowing Thunderbolt, Ice Punch, Giga Drain, and Hypnosis. So, doesn't even have anything super effective on my Gengar. And I'm just, sorry, I'm really flabbergasted by that. I don't know how bro got up 4 more levels. I mean, we just used the Trade Stone at the beginning, so I don't know, man, but it is what it is. Yet down goes his Gengar. I mean, we were just the better one right there. And here comes a Sableye. Okay, remember, this thing's only weak to, what's it called? Fairy. Completely blanked. It's got Seismic Toss, Toxic, Knockoff, and Recover. And so I'm just out here with Zeus, gonna hit it with, like, Spark. Probably one of the best things I can do. I have no Fairy types or Fairy type moves on my team. Also, I loved how I said I'd, like, you know, look through my TMs and stuff, see if I have any better moves to teach my team. And I forgot to do that. I was too worried about, like, grinding up the team and getting my evolutions. But you know what? We're doing fine right now, especially with the level gap that I was not expecting. But yeah, he did poison us there. That's fine. I don't think I'll really need Luxray the rest of the way. And, let's see. Does he go to his ace now? Yeah, it's going to be Drapion. Okay, so Drapion can be pretty tough to deal with because it is a dark and poison type. So it is only weak to ground. It's going to have Swords Dance, Crunch, Earthquake, and Taunt. Maybe y'all know a bit about Drapion if you peep the Pokemon Gaia walkthrough where we used one. But yeah, he's going to go for Swords Dance. This thing's fast, and if he gets off a Swords Dance, it can definitely hit very hard. Good news is, though, we hit it with an Earthquake, and that's going to be another Oko. By the way, all the aces on the Elite Four teams are going to have held items. I think the Blissey in the last fight had a Leftovers, and the Drapion has a Lumberry. But last out to Mienshao. Yeah, you may not, you know, this may not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of a purple Pokemon, but remember, it's just a plain fighting type. It's got Dynamic Punch, Aura Sphere, Aerial Ace, and High Jump Kick. So all-out attacker. Good news is I resist like 3 of his 4 moves, and I also have fly with Dragonite now, so probably going to be another Oko. And I mean, I apologize that I'm making the Elite Four look so easy, but again, hey, blame it on my walkthrough, alright? I'm deflecting the blame to the little online walkthrough that I've been using, because it said like mid-50s for all of these trainers. But yeah, down goes Magnus, so that was not too bad at all. And that's actually where we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. As I typically do, I just do 2 Elite Four members at a time. Next time, we're taking on member number 3 and 4. For now, though, hope you all enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day, and until then, deuces.